Welcome to Bali's last hidden paradise. We have come to the far northwest of the island to explore what this place has to offer. It's famous for one thing in particular, and we are definitely going to be showing you that. There is actually a lot to do in this tiny little town in Bali's northwest.
So welcome to Pemuteran.
Pemuteran is known for one thing in particular, and that is snorkelling and diving. There's a coral reef right off the beach here, so we are going to go and check that out now.
So there are safe entry and exit points because there's coral reef everywhere, so to make sure you don't tread on any or break any, you have to go in and out at certain points just to make sure you're not disturbing any of the marine life.
Let's go check it out.
I've just seen a blue starfish. That's my first ever starfish I've seen in the wild. It's so cool. We're literally about 30 metres offshore. This is unbelievable. I am literally on a house in the middle of the ocean. So there's this little maybe 6 by 6 metre platform, and it's got a little house on, and underneath there are literally thousands and thousands of fish. I've never seen so many fish before. It's crazy. Inside there's not too much, but it's so cool to look at these views behind me. This is some of the best snorkeling I have ever done. It is insane. That was absolutely insane.
We saw so many fish that we haven't seen anywhere else in Indonesia or in Malaysia or anywhere else so far, which was incredible.
We headed to the island where it's got a little house on, and there was literally thousands and thousands of fish under there.
We were just swimming in circles around the bottom of it, which is amazing.
Like what you expect scuba divers to see, not just when you're probably about 50 metres out from the shore.
It was also weird seeing divers swimming where we were swimming.
Yeah.
We had to be very careful not to swim necessarily over them or anything or get too close to them. But that was weird.
Such a cool thing. So you might have noticed there was a lot of wires and artificial reef
structures.
Yeah. So the project here is called the BioRock project and is one of the largest projects in Indonesia for artificial coral reefs.
Not only that, but Indonesia is at the forefront of coral reef restoration around the world. They're leading the way with this, which is absolutely amazing.
Apparently about 2/3 of the coral reef systems here in Indonesia have actually been destroyed due to dangerous ways of fishing, such as using explosives.
I think particularly when they were when the country was struggling economically, they turned to destructive ways of fishing, which obviously also destroyed the coral reefs, which is devastating. But the fact that they're now doing something so amazing about it, and it's clearly worth, and we've seen for ourselves how amazing it is in there. I think that's just incredible.
So if you are into snorkeling and want to see amazing fish, this is definitely a great place to come and explore.
And if you've got your PADI qualification, then come do some diving. They also do run PADI courses, a lot of PADI courses in Pemuteran as well. So if you're interested in doing that, come dive in Pemuteran.
Yep.
So despite being such a small town, Pemuteran actually has such a good range of cafes, restaurants, barrings. Almost all of them have between 4.8 and 5 stars on Google. So You really can't go wrong. And there's a really good range of vegetarian and vegan food as well as food for meat eaters. So we have come to Taste Cafe for lunch.
Thank you.
I have gone for the smoothie bowl because when in Bali, you kind of have to do these things. It's got granola, coconut, blueberries, which is a new one, banana obviously, and then it's like a purpley base. That's so good. There's a lot of blueberries in it, which I love. You don't really find blueberries very often. That's really good. Pemuteran is full of beautiful places to stay, but I think we have found the best. We have been here for a few nights already, so please excuse the mess, but we've got 10 nights in here total, which I am so glad about because it's absolutely stunning. We have this huge veranda to begin with. We've got a drying rack for our towels and swimmers after we've been at the beach all day. We've got a table where we can sit out for breakfast. The breakfast here is insanely good. We're also surrounded by this beautiful garden. It's so nice, so peaceful. It's sheltered, so it protects you from the sun, protects you from the rain, so you can sit out here all day with a coffee, with a book. It's so nice. Coming inside, firstly, you're going to notice these massive windows. It literally goes around two of the sides. Stunning. We have these beautiful big sliding doors. And welcome to our room. The bed is absolutely massive and it is so comfortable. I swear I have slept so well every night we've been here. It is like sleeping on clouds. We have mozzie curtains, which is very helpful. I mean, we are surrounded by the garden, which does mean that there's mozzies, but I mean, we're in Bali, there's mozzies everywhere. We've got a nice comfortable chair. We have a table. We've got a little like storage unit and like a little hanger thing, which we are making full use of, as you can see. There's some really creative lights in here. There's so many light switches, but all of them can be turned off from the bed. Coming through into the bathroom, it's absolutely massive in here. I don't think I have ever had a bathroom this big in like an accommodation before. The shower, okay, the shower curtain isn't necessarily the most aesthetic, but if we didn't have one, it would be spraying all over the bathroom, so I don't really mind. We've got like a really unique shower. It literally just like, should I show them?
You can move out the way in time.
It's a slow start. Okay, right, I'll show you the shower. Now, that does not look like the best shower, I'll be honest. I was a little bit nervous when I first went for a shower here, but actually it is so good. Like, it washes your hair so well. We've got this huge like drying rack. Again, my t-shirt's just drying there. And then we have a tree. We've literally got a tree in our bathroom. A huge mirror. We've got a nice sink. Again, that's all our stuff in the corner, so don't look at that. But this place is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at how much space we've got. Look how high the ceilings are. These beautiful windows so we get a view of the garden all day, every day. It's just absolutely stunning. This place is called Vinaya Lodge. We are a 2-minute walk from the beach. The beach is literally there, but unfortunately there's not direct access to it. So you have to go out, round, and then back down, but it's like a 2-minute walk. At the end of the road, there's some of the best restaurants. Like, this place is insane. And it only cost us £26 a night for this. We will leave the link to book it below, and we highly recommend that you book Vinaya Lodge. The hosts are so friendly as well. It's all like family run and it's just beautiful.
So Pemuteran isn't just beaches and relaxation. There's actually a lot of temples and cultural sites you can go to.
This morning we have come to a viewpoint. It's meant to have spectacular views over the sea and the surrounding hills and town. And there's also a few temples here as well, which we might check out after.
Mm-hmm. So to get here, you need to go to Pura Pabean temple, and then from there you pay like a small donation, and then you can hike to the top of the viewpoint.
One thing I wasn't quite expecting when walking up to a beautiful, peaceful viewpoint and temple was this. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that's the sound of gunfire. There's a military training base nearby, and it's just the sound of constant gunfire in the background. And that is going to be the tune that we walk up this hill to, which I wasn't quite expecting. Maybe spoils the ambiance just a little bit, but yeah,
I'm sure it'll be still a nice view from the top.
So now to start the hike up to the top, it looks like just a lot of steps. I think there's over a couple hundred. No idea how many there are, but let's get hiking.
I thought the training area was like the other side of the hill or quite some way in the distance. It's not. Right there, we can literally see like the dust when they're like firing the guns or like hitting the target or whatever. I mean, it's quite cool, but like a little bit disconcerting that they are literally there like 100 meters away from us. Maybe 200. There's also a helicopter here. Or part of a helicopter, what used to be a helicopter, which again, quite cool. Maybe due to the military training area, but it's an interesting hike so far.
There are a lot of steps. Just keeps going and going.
But the view is so beautiful. Like if you turn around to look out, it's got this wide expansive sea view the entire way. It's so beautiful.
So hopefully the view will only get better, but the noise is definitely not getting quieter.
Yeah, no. I don't know how anyone's failed to mention this before. We read so many blog posts and like Google reviews and stuff, and we were not aware.
No. So we've just made it to the top of the viewpoint and it is incredible.
It's absolutely stunning. The hike up was pretty easy. It was just concrete steps and concrete paths. So I could hike it in a dress and sliders, which is no problem.
I think it's about 750 metres from the bottom to the top, so it's not far at all. Probably.
I'm dripping now, like it is so humid. There's a nice breeze at the top, but on the way up, it's just so humid.
Yeah, but you can honestly see for miles. You can actually see like Java in the distance, like the volcanoes of Java. It is incredible.
It's insane. This view, I'm speechless. It's so beautiful.
You can see the like sea and like the lighter parts where like the coral reefs are. You can even see like the little hut we swam to the other day. It's honestly just incredible. Highly recommend doing this while you're in Pemuteran. So we've just come to the outskirts of Pemuteran where there are several temples you can go and explore. So we've come to Pura Pabean, which is a beautiful temple just on the coast. So to enter the temple you need to rent or provide your own sarongs. So Megan has hers and I rented one, and the man's so friendly. You also pay a donation, it's like anything you want, so we paid 50k for the both of us. But this temple is quite unique because I'm sure Megan probably has given it away by now. There are lots of monkeys everywhere.
They are massive.
Yep.
Like genuinely, I've never seen macaques this big, long-tailed macaques this big.
There's two temples here, one just on the other side of the road. This isn't actually the monkey temple.
No.
So, yeah.
Oh, they're everywhere.
So we're going to explore this one for a bit and hopefully get a vibe of if the monkeys are actually friendly.
There's a monkey on the beach. Look, it's in the sea.
There's a monkey on the beach.
In the sea.
So we're going to explore this one, see if the monkeys are friendly, then maybe head to the other one.
To be fair, they don't seem that bothered at the moment.
No.
But
where this is a less touristy area, I don't think they've got too used to humans. So.
from this temple you have insane views all the way along the coast, both ways, and it's just so beautiful. This way you can see one of the pearl farms. Northwest Bali is actually famous for its pearls, and there's a lot of like pearl farms around here. And I think you can go on tours of the farm as well. You can book onto those if that's something you're interested in, which I think would be such a cool experience. But even in Pemuteran, there's a shop where you can like buy actual pearls that have been harvested in this ocean, which I think is really cool.
apparently part of this temple is actually made from black volcanic stone, which is absolutely incredible. A lot of Bali has volcanoes in, so they've clearly used that, and there's a lot of like black sand beaches along Pemuteran, which is really cool. Some of it is actually just concrete painted black, so you can't really tell the difference, but it's still really cool that part of this is actually made from volcanic stone. You can hear the monkeys playing on the beach / attacking each other on the beach. This temple is actually like a melting pot of different religions, because it's a mix of Buddhism, Taoism and Hinduism. And in the architecture, you can tell it's so colourful and intricate. It's absolutely stunning. And these little cages, although they're not the most aesthetic, they actually serve a really useful purpose. They are to stop the monkeys like interfering with any of like the shrines and other offerings that they give, which is really clever. Like, there's monkeys like obviously running around the temple, but obviously they can't get to those, which I think is a really good idea. So we've just finished at this temple, and I think based off the monkeys here, they do seem relatively unbothered by humans. They don't want to like take anything from you, so I think we're going to risk going to the monkey temple here. So wish us luck. It's literally just on the other side of the road. It's about a 2-minute walk, if that, so head there next.
Just across the road is Pura Pulaki, which is another temple, literally across the road. So the gentleman let us keep our sarongs and sashes, which was very kind of him. This one is the monkey temple. The monkeys, however, seem pretty chilled. The lady at the tourist information said not to worry, that they're fine. So fingers crossed they will be. There is a lot of them in there, as you would expect from monkey temple, but I think they're going to be okay. Again, you have to pay a donation to enter. We paid 50k, which seems to be what most people were paying. But yeah, let's go check it out.
So we've just come into like the main courtyard area, and there's absolutely loads of monkeys just on the little platform behind me. However, they all seem pretty chilled. They're not really interested in anyone. This temple seems to be a lot of like the cages and stuff. I don't know if we can go in any of the cages behind us, but most of it seems to be taken up by the cages. But it's still really impressive just to be surrounded by so much beautiful architecture. You've got the massive hill behind us, so literally between the hill and the ocean, which is so cool. It is super peaceful as well. There's literally no other tourists here. I don't think many tourists really come to one Pemuteran in general, but if they do, they just stay at the beaches. So if you are visiting, make sure to come here because it is absolutely beautiful. So we've just had a little look around and been watching the monkeys a bit, like groom each other. It's really cool. I'd say definitely if you have the time, visit both temples, but if you only have one, I would recommend visiting the first temple as this one. It's bigger in size, but there's not as much to actually see, and the other one's a lot more colourful, but both are definitely worth a visit if you are in Pemuteran. So like the other temple, this one also has cages in a lot of the area to protect the monkeys from going. However, unlike the other one, this one has like chickens and also a little koi pond as well. So you can have a look at the little animals, and they're so cool. And again, very peaceful and chilled. So highly recommend coming to both because they are both absolutely beautiful and very different to one another. We've come back down to Pemuteran Beach to head to one of our last spots, and it's one of the town's more unique attractions.
The further down the beach you go, the more like local and peaceful it becomes. I mean, it's a very quiet beach anyway, but like we're the only ones here now. There is still like a beautiful hotel on our right, but it's just like fishing boats and like local houses, and it's very beautiful, very peaceful.
So we've walked about a mile up the beach to visit the famous and legendary that Pemuteran tree. I believe that's what it's actually called. That's what it is called on my map. and it's kind of just a tree that's in the middle of the sea. It's quite cool, but you can only see it like this during high tide, so make sure you check what time that actually is. But it's actually quite cool just seeing it like rise from the sea. It's really unique. I believe there's one in like New Zealand and like Japan as well, but if you're in Bali, they've got one here as well. So if you do want to come here, it is super peaceful. There's literally no one else here. And there's this really cool swing set, which is really relaxing, just watching the sea go past, but it doesn't actually face the tree. It faces kind of like out to sea, but it's still really peaceful nonetheless. So we'd highly recommend coming. If you want to do something a bit different from snorkeling or temples, then it's definitely a unique place to check out. I think Megan's enjoying it.
One thing I wasn't quite expecting when walking up to a beautiful viewpoint and religious site was this. Of course it stops.
Someone's a bit trigger happy.
It's so hot. The UV is considered very unhealthy. And I burnt yesterday, so it's wrong.